you are notified whenever Alonzo drops a video. We drop daily, 6 p.m. clips every day. Tuesdays, we got this show. Thursdays, Lonzo is usually doing his interview show, except for this Thursday because it's Thanksgiving. But yes, please hit that like button. Shout out to all you guys. Lonzo, you want to do your back in the day segment?
All right, folks. Last week we did a little tour of the
You can take me off screen.
All right. Last week we did a little tour of the vault where I keep all my tapes at, some of the plates and masters, to kind of show you the bossism that goes behind being the Godfather of West Coast hip hop. Right now, this is the studio. This is where everything took place at. Just a little tour of the studio. This is back in the day. It was a lot different. I had a big mixing board, and as you know by now, all that stuff was obsolete, but it still gave us a platform. I still have to keep VCRs and DVD players and DAT players because I have all those formats, and some of those formats are very important, and it's very expensive to try and convert that shit. So I built this rack with ADATs and DAT players and cassette players and turntables. So at any given moment, if I have to transfer a song or a video or whatever the case may be, I have the machine to do it. And that was a pretty good investment. You know, it's hard to find a DAT player. It's hard to find a working ADAT. I had three of them. I had a 24-track ADAT studio, and then you can't find them no more. And to get somebody to try to transfer an ADAT might cost you about $100 a piece. So I got reel-to-reels because I got reels in my garage. So all these things, everything is important. And again, because of my history, I got so many different formats. I have to keep all the stuff in the studio. This is my wall of fame. That's the Master P, Mr. Ice Cream Man single. Also the triple platinum Straight Outta Compton. The Welcome to Death Row poster I just told you about. One of my first documentaries. And that poster at the bottom right there, that's a picture I bought for Dre, because Dre used to always blow my speakers. That's the Maxwell. Was it Maxwell tapes? It was a high grade tape we used back in the day, and that was kind of my a tribute to Dre. He had my shit blowing like a son of a bitch. We had to Donovan at Audio Achievement had to put in actual club speakers because Dre played this music so goddamn loud. It was just ridiculous. So that was a poster I found at Swap Meet or someplace, and I thought about it, made me think about Dre. Here is my championship belt. It's something I just had made up. I didn't realize after I had this belt made that my dad always called me champ for whatever reason all my life. He never called me by my name. He called me champ. So, and if I found somebody that actually made these belts, that's an expensive ass belt, but hey, it is what it is. And this is one of my libraries. Yeah, I read a lot of books, especially back in the day, whatever for dummies. Because, hey, man, I had to make sure that I knew what I was doing. And back then, we didn't have YouTube University. So, and this is just a bunch of shit. All those brown things on the wall are the charts where turn off the lights was in Billboard. I had them laminated. And this is kind of my little production studio over here. That tall white thing, that's a CD and DVD burner. It's obsolete. They've been used in months, but I ain't giving it away because you never know. That's my workstation, and my son's over there most of the time doing what he does. I do all my voiceovers for commercials there, and also music production when I have something to do. What else we got there? And yeah, well, it's supposed to be moving by now. I was talking. Anyway, that's part of what I do. Keyboards and other stuff here. This is my other desk. This is my executive producer desk. Usually, if I'm not on the mic doing a radio show or something like that, I will sit here and coach and executive produce whatever has to be done. Now we're gonna walk over to the other production where I am right now. This is where I'm sitting right now, up against the green screen. Okay, what the fuck? Up against the green screen. That's if you started off. That's what we started off. Me and Dusty. I had that. I made that from a project and all album covers. But over here, that's the green screen. You can't see it that well because I'm up against it. I'm out of the screen, but that's the equipment. I forgot about that shit. Anyway, and as I told you, I'm a handy Andy type of cat. So I do a lot of my own work here at the studio, and it keeps me grounded. It keeps me level, man. When you can fix some shit and get a sense of completion, that just makes my day. So that's just basically a tour of the studio. Yes, this is the same studio that Eazy E threw DJ Yella and Ice Cube out of in the movie Straight Outta Compton. I'm in the same house, been here for 30 some odd years. And I'm tired of people calling me, asking me, am I going to sell it? Because I ain't going nowhere. If I do, I'm going to keep it and buy me another house. But yes, this is the studio. This is Old Town Studios, folks, where everything in West Coast hip hop took place at, y'all. So, Dusty, come on back to me, Doc.
Yeah, man. Remind everybody of some names, and the list is endless, but just give us some names of people who passed that studio, just off the top of your head. Let it roll.
Cube, KD, Afroman, DJ Pooh, Body and Soul, of course, Dr. Dre, DJ Quick, Tidy T, Miss Master Spade, man, Arabian Prince. I have so many dancers because where I'm sitting at right now is actually another room behind my green screen that I just turned into a single apartment for one of my relatives. But this whole room was much bigger, so I used to have a band. I used to have band rehearsals back here, so damn big, and I did also dance groups rehearse back here. So anybody was a dancer or whatever needs a space to come in rehearse, that's what I gave them the space. So the hip hop community, I mean, man, it goes deep. If you was at my house back in the day, it would be like watching the movie House Party, because everybody in House Party, nobody in House Party was really blown up yet. Kid and Play was pretty big, but nobody else was really big yet. So that's how my house was when it came to hip hop. Nobody had blown up yet.
Who's who of future hip hop.
Future hip hop was at my house on a daily basis. Okay, I'm talking about wake up in the morning at 9 o'clock and Eazy knocking on my door. Got little E in tow. Rose, she went in the room from me because I was a single at the time. She went in the room from me. So D Barnes would be there shortly. Def Jeff would be through here in the studio hanging out with Dre. Same thing with D Smooth, D Nice. I mean, just dude, it's just been a spot for serious West Coast history. And the crazy part about it is, what's really crazy for me, I was telling somebody the story earlier. I'm doing an event, a showcase at the Barbara Morrison Theater. The guy who owned the house before me, Johnny Otis, discovered Barbara Morrison. Y'all don't know none of these names, but don't worry about it. I ain't mad, but still, I understand what it is. And Barbara Morrison also recorded here, and she is probably a well-respected vocalist here in LA and around the world. She worked with Ray Charles, everybody else. Again, I'm like that missing link between R&B, blues, hip hop, and soul. That's the advantage of being an old head in hip hop. I'm a young head and everything else. All right, there you go.
Yeah, man. Damn, dude. Def Jeff is somebody who doesn't get a lot of shine. Talk to us about Def Jeff, and you guys may remember him as like the third rapper on It's All in the Same Gang.
Def Jeff is a very talented. I spoke to him last year. We supposed to do the podcast, man, but he's so busy. I caught up with him, man. We had a great talk. He was always teasing me about buying my house, but he moved to Atlanta and bought my house in Atlanta. Excuse me. And he's just a super talented dude. If you ever see Pulp Fiction, he's the bartender in Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction? Yeah, bartender in Pulp Fiction. Okay. Was it Pulp Fiction?
Never knew that.
No. No, it's that's not Pulp Fiction. It's he's the bartender in the movie with Lawrence Fishburne and Jeff Goldblum. He was wiping the bar down in one of the movies. And I think somebody got their ass beaten in the pool hall or something like that.
Oh, Deep Cover.
Deep Cover. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's Def Jeff. So, all right. We got about a minute and a half. Anything else we want to cover?
Yeah, no, man. I mean, we have a lot. I copied and pasted anybody's questions we couldn't get to. I just want to give a shout out to the chat room. Hope you guys have a nice Thanksgiving, with your families if you guys celebrate out there. Shout out to Moncho Campbell, John Taylor, Rashard Cobb, Compton Girl. Maxie Mix Some Vibes. These are a lot of people that tune in every week. I really appreciate you guys. Lonzo, really appreciate you
Definitely,
as well.
definitely.
Because, I mean, man, you guys are dope. You guys keep the show going. You guys are the heartbeat of the show. So just keep tuning in, keep telling a friend, keep subscribing, keep just hitting that like button. That's like the most important thing you guys can really do right now. Lonzo, we got to get a super chat. Everybody keeps talking about super chat. This holiday season, we got to look into super chat. Like the chat room is popping. And I know they would be very, generous, based off the content that you give them. So
he looked up Barbara Morrison. He knows. I Can't Make You Love Me First. That's Barbara Morrison's song. Yes, and we'll talk about her more. But man, here's something that really blew me away. She's a double amputee.
Who is?
From Barbara Morrison.
Damn.
Double amputee from the knees down. Okay.
Wow.
I met her. We had a chat. She was in her wheelchair, and she went to go backstage to get something. And I said, "You need some help?" She said, "No, baby, I'm good." And she got out the wheelchair and walked on them stumps, man. Scared the shit out of me. Fucked me up.
Oh my God.
Fucked me up. Okay. Fucked me up. I'm like, damn. I'm thinking to myself, I thought she didn't have no legs, but she was walking. She is a true spirit that ain't gonna be stopped. Okay.
Wow.
She ain't gonna be stopped, man. She had no legs, but she still was walking, man. I know that
sounds crazy. I can get my own soda, Playboy. I got this.
I know that sounds crazy, but that's some real shit. Okay?
You tell some real shit in a funny way.
That's some real shit. She got out the wheelchair and walked on them stumps backstage, got her calendar book, brought it back to me, and I'm like, "Oh, God, dude, this happened recently." I'm like, okay.
Oh man.
And she got back in the wheelchair and got handling her business. Hey man, some shit. It may seem funny, but it wasn't funny. But it reminded me of that dude from what's that show?
Don't tell me. Okay.
No. Because the granddaddy on the show, they come on Channel 11 after The Simpsons. One of the granddaddy, he same thing happened to him.
I don't know, but you're gonna have the amputees writing you letters, man.
But no, it's not. I'm not trying to be funny. It just blew me away. I'd never seen that before. Okay.
Yeah.
It just blew me away. I'd never seen that before. I never seen anybody do that. But just her spirit is like, no, I don't need no help. And got up and walked on them and came on back and got back in and handled her business. Okay. All right, folks.
You got everybody in the chat room dying, dog, and I'm dying over here. You missed your calling as a comedian, Lonzo. That's all I'm gonna say, man. You missed your calling as a comedian. All right, man. The floor is yours, man. It's always a pleasure. Happy Thanksgiving,
folks. Happy Thanksgiving, folks. We out of here, y'all. Peace. Here we go, y'all.
Peace.